We're going to ask you to hold off on your calls because we have some very special guests behind the mic here at the Francis E. Wood Studios. And I have Dr. Chuck Taylor, also Beth Zeisig, both from the Farmville YMCA, and want to bid you all a good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Great to be here.
Well, it's great to see these beautiful faces right across from me. That's wonderful. So you're here with the YMCA, Chuck. I want to get some information from you first.
Sure.
Then we'll talk with Beth, who is the director,
Yes, ma'am.
I should say, of the YMCA. She's had a lot of experience, as have you.
I'm garnering experience with the Y. That's true. I've been the chairman of the board for the last year and a half. So it's
great.
It's been a great experience for me. I love what the Y does, and I love what we're doing. So it's really good.
Well, we all know that YMCA is the youth. What is it? Young
Men's Christian Association.
Christian Association,
Yes.
Of course. They played the YMCA song yesterday. I was going, what is it? What is it? I know it's the Men's Christian Association, but I don't know whether it was youth or it's Young Men's Christian Association. Of course, it's developed, evolved.
We branched out. We're not all young. We're not all men. We're not all Christians. We are all associated.
Thank you so much for saving me from that. Anyway, so exactly what's going on at the Y that you want to really promote and get some more members and
right.
all that good stuff.
Our Y is really very healthy. We're doing very well as far as sustainability goes, which in this day and age after COVID
It's
and
difficult.
has been difficult for a lot of organizations. However, that being said, membership dues probably pay for about 70% of our overhead budget. And so what we do is we look for donors and gift givers to augment our income. And what we do with that money is we give most of it away. We give it to people who wouldn't otherwise be able to afford to pay for their dues or their Y experience. Kids that wouldn't be able to learn to swim. We do a lot of swim lessons for those. And what we have an event coming up called the Day of Giving, which is July the 8th.
It is.
Right. All day long at the Y. And the entire public is invited to come in and see our facility, use our facility, and hopefully join our facility.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And if they want to donate while they're there, they're certainly welcome to do that as well.
Of course, donations are. So it's July the 8th. What time to start up?
We start at 8. It goes till 7:30, I think.
Okay. Now, Beth, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes.
And I know that you come from my neck of the woods.
Yes.
From Bluefield,
Virginia. Yes, I do.
Yeah, and you've ventured around the country as I did, so we
Yes.
have a lot in common. But anyway, you're stationed in Lynchburg right now. Is that right? Or your home is in Lynchburg?
My home was in Lynchburg, but in November of last year, I was gifted the job of operations director at the Southside Family YMCA here in Farmville, and relocated my family to Appomattox so that we could be closer. Okay. And I've been with the YMCA for 11 years, and I started out as a Zumba instructor, and now I'm the director of the...
That's great. Tell us a little bit about the facility for those who don't know about it.
Okay, so we're located at 580 Commerce Road. We are behind the new Wawa, and a lot of people don't know where we are, but that's where we are. We are located right behind on Commerce Road. We have a facility that has a swimming pool. We have a stay and play for our children that are ages 8 weeks to 10 years of age.
I did not know that.
Yes. So when mom and dad or grandma, grandpa want to come and work out, they bring the kids. They're able to stay in our stay and play, and they can work out without, having to worry.
Right.
We have group fitness classes at the Southside Family YMCA. They range anywhere from yoga to Zumba to body pump to virtual classes. Chuck likes to take the trip, which is is a cycling class. And then we have our workout center, which is our wellness center. So as you walk into the lobby where our executive offices are and our front desk is. and then our stay and play. And then you go into the wellness center where we have cardio equipment and we have weightlifting equipment in the back, and then our pool area, and then our group fitness areas. We have locker rooms and we have family locker rooms. So we are crammed full. And then we have a basketball court out on the side and a play area for the children as well.
That's a lot.
Yes. Packed into a small building, but we love it.
You have really swimming classes?
We do. We have swim classes. We have group swim lessons. We have private swim lessons. We have group fitness classes that are water classes. We serve a lot. Yeah.
All right, Chuck. You mentioned that Chuck likes the cycling.
Yes.
What is that? I mean, do you?
Well, I'm a real cycling enthusiast. Okay, and so I like to ride on the trail. I know a lot of people around here ride on the trail. It's pretty busy. I like to ride on the streets. You have to be very careful doing that. The roads out in the county where I go. But when it's hot or when it's cold, inside is the place to be. I think.
Oh, yeah.
And what they have sprint classes, which are 30 minutes. That it says it's sprint, but a lot of it's hard work, heavy pushing too. And what it is, it's a screen. It displays a program for you to do, and it's all written, drawn up stuff. None of it's real. You're in a virtual world.
Right, it's a virtual world. Yes.
And then they have 45-minute classes that are really strenuous. When you do this exercise and you finish with it, you've had a workout. Okay?
Yeah. Well, that's great. So this giving, you're inviting the day of giving, the whole community. Correct. To come in, and exactly how are you going to do this? Are you going to give them a tour? Or are you going to just let them go in and see the facility and see what it's all about, or what?
Well, it's an all hands on deck day for our staff.
How many do you have on your staff?
We have, I don't know the exact total. I'm going to say
just an approximate.
For 52 maybe. That's with our lifeguards and swim instructors and our wellness staff and whatnot. But yes, I mean, if I may expand on the day of giving.
Sure, yes.
A lot of people think that we are just a gym and swim, but we are not. We are so much more than just the gym and swim. So yes, while people can come in with the members come in and non-members can come in, our community members, they're welcome to come in and they're welcome to experience a tour. They're welcome to experience a group fitness class, but we want to tell them exactly what the Y is about. We are a nonprofit organization. We give back to the community. We are afforded, because of our day of giving and because of our annual campaign, we're afforded that the means to be able to give those outreach swim lessons, to have our youth sports, to have financial assistance, which is our Open Doors assistance program that we have, to be able to get members in and afford them a place to come. We're also a warming and a cooling station as well in our Farmville area. So this is a way that we can serve our community and help those in need and to help our members. We love the Y. We really do.
Well, I know that, Brad Watson was very involved with that as well, and a lot of other board members. Some of the other board members, Chuck, that you would maybe like to mention?
Well, Patsy Watson, she's the head of our annual campaign, and she's been on the board for a long, long time.
I know she's been very active there.
And then Leanne and Holly Morris are on our executive committee. They're officers on the board. They're very active in the.
Well, I have some friends who participate and go out for their morning swim or whatever, their workout. Chuck, you've been around a long time, and you're retired now. You're retired from practice, and you were in
urology.
Urology, that's right. Yeah. And you served on the board, and it was very nice because I know you and Francis were good buddies, except when he went for, his prostate exam or whatever. He always got really nervous about that. But anyway, we won't talk about that anymore. But anyway, so the community knows you, and they respect you, And it's just wonderful that you have become excited about being on the.
Well, I have to
at the
say
Y.
that in my position, I got to kind of pick and choose what I wanted to do in life after I retired, and I have I've really taken up the Y. I think it's because it's a great program, and last year with our Day of Giving and donors and whatnot, we were able to give $150,000 in scholarships to people. I mean, it's not.
Oh
Chump
my
change we're talking
goodness!
about here.
No, that's not chump change at all. Okay. Well, how do they get in touch with you? How do we get in touch with you? I know that you're going to leave us some information for July.
I also want to
8th.
encourage. It's for people of all ages too.
Right.
So we have senior programs as well. We're having a luncheon soon put on by Brookview about how to move into assisted living or how to help other people get into assisted living.
So you kind of partner with them.
Financial programs. We have
Yeah.
a senior day where a lot of insurance companies were there and other people who do things for senior people. So it's not just for young guys pumping iron. It's for families and everybody.
That's fantastic. Well, how can they get in touch with you? You got a website, I'm sure.
We do. It's Southside Virginia Family YMCA.com.
.com. Okay.
Or they're welcome to call our YMCA to inquire a little bit more about our Day of Giving or about what we do as the YMCA there.
Well, now as far as a membership is concerned, is this a yearly thing or is this a lifetime? Can you do a lifetime membership or?
Well, you're welcome to do that. Yes, absolutely.
You get a discount, right?
Yes.
Depends on how long it's been.
It depends.
Right. So we have different memberships. We have from a youth membership, which is 13 and up, teenage membership, which is 14 to 17. My membership coordinator would choke me if I said it wrong. 14 to 17, and our memberships range anywhere from the youth to a senior membership. The Day of Giving, we will be giving a zero joining fee, offering a zero joining fee.
Oh, all right.
So to join the Y, it's $0 for a joining fee, but there is the prorated fee that would have to be paid for the rest of the month. It's on a month-to-month basis, so there is a contract to sign, meaning a waiver to sign, that no wild parties in the back.
Right.
But other than that, we don't have any contracts other than your waiver. You're signing a waiver as
All right. What are your hours as far as your daily hours?
Daily hours, we open from Monday through Friday at 5:30 a.m. and we close Monday through Thursday. We close at 9. On Fridays, we close at 7. Saturdays, we are open from 7 until 5. And then on Sundays, we are open from 1 to 5.
1 to 5.
Yes.
Okay. So all of that's available on the website.
Absolutely.
So
are our memberships and our different levels of membership.
Okay. Well, be sure to leave us some information so we can put all of that on the community calendar and farmvillenow.com. Don't forget that.
Yes.
Because that's a big event, and that's on July the 8th.
July the 8th.
That's what date is that?
That is a Tuesday.
Tuesday.
It's called Giving Tuesday. Yes.
Giving Tuesday.
Yeah, Day of Giving or Giving Tuesday.
All
yes.
right. I love it. And let's see. What else was I going to say? Anyway, good luck.
Thank you.
And this is another thing in the Farmville community and surrounding areas have for its residents. And we should take advantage of that because it's a great thing.
It is a great thing.
The Y has been around for a long, 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 long time.
Right.
1856.
1856. That was a good year. How long has the Y been here?
Our building's been there 17 years.
17 years.
And it was in multiple rental places prior to that time.
Yeah, I do remember that. I do remember that as well. Well, good luck. And come by there. Of course, I've been to the Y before, but not as that, becoming a member or something like that. My sacroiliac would really love to get into that pool so I could do a few laps. Anyway, well, thank you so much, and we appreciate you, and y'all have a great time. Have a great day.
Thank
We
you.
will. Thank you
All
very
right,
much.
take
Thanks for
care.
having us.
All right, that was Beth Zeisig and Chuck Taylor from the Southside Virginia Family YMCA. Right. Okay. Take care, and remember, on July the 8th, and I believe it said you started at 7:30 on 8 a.m. till what, 7:30?
We'll be there at 5:30 though.
Oh, they will be. Sure they will be. I won't be, but they will be. All right, take care, and we love you. All right. Let's see. We have 23 minutes after 8 o'clock. We're working on our Wednesday. By the way, this July 2nd, Francis and I would have been married 31 years. So it's basically our anniversary. So I just thought that I would mention that. And let's see. Coming up at the bottom of the hour, we've got our weather forecast along with the birthday and anniversary calendar. So that's all a good thing. And I believe I have Noah Massage coming in to join me as well. If we can get Noah in here, or I guess it's John.
It's musical DJ.
Oh, okay.
Opposed to musical chair.
As opposed to musical chairs. Okay. Surprise, surprise. All right. I've got Don Staten in here.
Take what you can get, right?
All right. What about what's going on,
If you're gonna
fellas?
be in here, I'm gonna leave.
Well, I just remembered it's actually Thursday. I think you're supposed to come.
Well, then why are you making me?
I don't.
sit here like an
I was
idiot?
next.
All right. Now I'm totally confused, folks.
You're not the
Excuse me.
only-
This is Chris Confused
I'm
Wood.
also confused. I think John's confused. I think there was a. I thought today for some reason was Thursday.
I thought today was Thursday.
Well,
think that mic is off.
that's okay. You're forgiven because I can't remember what day it is either half the
I
time.
believe it's Wednesday. I want to think it's
Yeah,
Wednesday.
yeah.
It is Wednesday.
Well, the
but,
lines are open
Wide open.
now at 434-394-0924. Have you ever been out to the Farmville of the Southside YMCA?
You know, Chris, I actually have had a membership in the past. It's been great.
Mm-hmm.
In like they said, they have a lot of different resources. They have different classes, specialty classes. Also, if you have kids, they have stuff for children as well, and like sort of a daycare kind of and a
yeah.
pool. Like, I mean, it's a great facility, and it's got a lot of different features to it. It's not just like
Muscle pumping.
Exactly. Yeah, there's some
That kind of
gyms.
thing.
I'm not going to name names, but some gyms it's just the muscle equipment or the cardio or both. But there's this one has a lot of different things to offer.
It's a community.
It's a community.
It's a community
gym.
organization. So, but it used to be the Young Men's Christian Association.
Is that really YMCA? Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I had to be reminded of that. But anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
The what is it? Who sang that? The Village People.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, the YMCA. All right, it's 26 minutes after 8 o'clock. We have open lines here on this Wednesday, and I just mentioned that July 2nd would have been Francis and our 31st anniversary.
Wow.
So
That's very
Yeah.
special.
yeah, it's a special day. Okay. Let's see. What have we got going here? We've got maybe some this day in history.
Ah,
Some
yes.
little history lesson
Oh,
before we
yes.
break at the half hour. 1964 is our featured event. Civil Rights Act was signed. On this date, U.S. President Lyndon B. Johnson signed the Civil Rights Act, perhaps the most important U.S. law on civil rights since Reconstruction in 1865, and a hallmark of the American civil rights movement. So, big day today. In 2016, Romanian-born Jewish writer, let's see, I think it's Elie Wiesel, who won the 1986 Nobel Peace Prize largely for his works that provide a sober yet passionate testament of the destruction of European Jewry during World War II, died at the age of 87. This is in 2008, more than 6 years after being taken hostage by FARC guerrillas, Colombian politician Ingrid Betancourt was freed during a rescue mission in which Army soldiers posed as international aid workers.
Wow.
In 2002, American adventurer Steve Fawcett became the first balloonist to circumnavigate the world alone.
Wow.
So that was in 2002.
Sounds exciting.
1997, American actor James Stewart, who came to personify a decent everyman struggling to overcome difficult circumstances while rising to heroic stature in the process, died at the age of 89.
Wow. What's your favorite James Stewart film? Jimmy Stewart.
Oh gosh, there
So
were so many of them.
Rear Window, any Hitchcock film. He was in Rear Window, but I want to say, Rope as well, right? Wasn't he the Hitchcock film Rope?
Probably.
And he played like the professor.
Yeah,
or something.
probably. I liked him in westerns too. I
Yeah,
thought he was really good in.
John
some
talks about him
westerns.
in westerns as
Yeah.
well. He definitely did.
Yeah, he was great.
Several good roles.
Yeah. Mr. Somebody Goes to Washington. Mr.
Oh yeah, Mr. Smith Goes to
Smith
Washington.
Goes to Washington was a good one. 1979, the United States first issued the Susan B. Anthony dollar coin, making Anthony the first woman to be depicted on U.S. currency. And I'll bet you any money that's worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
1962, American businessman Sam Walton opened the first Walmart, then known as Walmart store, or it's just
Wally.
spelled differently.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, he did that in Rogers, Arkansas. It was the start of what would become the largest retail sales chain in the United States.
Wow.
1937, the airplane piloted by American aviator Amelia Earhart disappeared over the Central Pacific Ocean during her attempt to fly around the world. 1932, U.S. President Franklin D. Roosevelt coined the term New Deal in his acceptance speech for the Democratic presidential nomination. Let's see what else is going on here. 1923, Polish poet Wisława, I think is how you pronounce it. I'm not even going to try to pronounce her last name. Well, I'll try. Szymborska, who rejected socialist realism to pen an intelligent and empathetic verse that explored philosophical and moral issues, for which she won the 1996 Nobel Prize for Literature, was born. And let's see, in 1900, the first flight of a Zeppelin took place as the airship departed a floating hangar on Lake Constance near Friedrichshafen, Germany. So there you go.
All right.
Okay.
Packed with history facts today.
With the history facts today.
Oh,
We've
yes.
talked ourselves down to the bottom of the hour, so we will take a look now at our forecast for Southside and Central Virginia. It's brought to you by the Bank of Charlotte County.
Hello, I'm Stuart Wilborn, manager of the Bank of Charlotte County Loan Office in downtown Farmville. With over 30 years of banking experience, I'm here to help you finance your commercial, agricultural, or personal project. Give us a call at 391-1136 or stop by our downtown office at 216 North Main Street, where you'll find old school personal assistance with attention to detail. The Bank of Charlotte County, giving you more for your banking needs. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
All right, let's take a look now at our WFLO forecast for Southside and Central Virginia. We go from an 80% chance to a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Look for a high of 82 degrees. For tonight, partly cloudy with patchy fog developing with a low of 67. On Thursday, we'll see some patchy fog in the morning, then turning sunny with a high around 90 degrees. Thursday night, mostly clear with a low of 67. That'll be a good night for our fireworks. For Independence Day on Friday, sunny skies with a high of 89. Friday night, mostly clear with a low 65. On Saturday, sunny with a high of 88 degrees. Saturday night, partly cloudy with a low 65. And for Sunday, lots of sunshine with a high of 89 degrees. Barometer holding at 29.91 inches. Humidity is still sticky out there at 93%. And let's see, 1 inch and 2/100ths in the last 24 hours. We will expect, well, not telling us what they'll expect as far as rain is concerned. Our winds coming in around 5 miles per hour from the west-southwest. And our low this morning was 70 degrees. We are now 73 degrees under a little light drizzle in areas, so watch out for that. As I mentioned again, we are 73 degrees outside. The weather brought to you by the Bank of Charlotte County with branch locations in Phoenix, Charlotte Courthouse, Brookneal, and their loan office in downtown Farmville. Oh, let's move along now to our birthdays and perhaps anniversaries. The birthday calendar is brought to you by Terry Atkins Wilson, PC.
The law office of Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, is located at 117 North Main Street in downtown Farmville. With deep roots in Farmville and our surrounding communities, Terry and her legal staff specialize in real estate law, wills and trusts, and business formations. Experience and professionalism are extended to every customer in every case. The needs and concerns of every customer are their primary focus. If you have legal needs, contact the law office of Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, for a consultation at 434-392-1422.
Well, that music means we've got our names for our birthday calendar coming up. We're going to turn the microphone over to Noah Massage. Noah.
Well, Chris, it's always an honor to do these birthdays. I just want to say that. All right, so today is the 2nd of July, and we have on the birthday list for today, as far as I can see, Bob Schud, and we also have Stephanie Spingler, Frankie Leonard, and I think that's it.
What was the first one?
Bob. Oh, his last name? Schud.
S-H-O-O-D?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. That's a neat last name.
It's very different, right? Yeah.
Okay, and that is...
Is your mic on? Oh, I think your mic maybe.
There we go.
I was like, I
I'm
can
sorry.
hear you,
I
but
can hear
I
you.
can't
Yeah, you
quite
can hear me, but nobody else can.
Oh.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
our list.
That's the list for today. I don't see any other ones. Let me... Sometimes if you shake it, a couple of come out.
A piece of paper will fall out of there. Okay, so tell them, everybody, how we can get those names on.
Sure
out
thing.
there.
They can call in 434-394-0924. You can also email us at birthdays@wflo.net or on our website under the on-air mentions page. You can submit birthdays directly from our website.
All right. For the right legal advice, visit Terry Atkins Wilson PC on Main Street in Farmville. And, of course, we wish everybody out there celebrating a birthday or an anniversary. We hope that you have a great day today. Mm-hmm. All right. Rainfall, boy.
Oh, man.
But it was nice because I heard Farmville got kind of slammed last night.
Good. That's good, right?
Yeah, well, it's good because we needed the rain.
We did need the rain.
Yeah, but I dodged the bullet. I got the rain and a little bit of wind, but and there was some thunder and lightning as well, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
so, yeah, that was...
I live at Worsham, and, like,
Mm-hmm.
boy, oh boy, those storms, like, they came rolling in, like, heading towards Farmville, and we got the kind of some of the first of it, I think. But yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird because like it was storming. It was like so off and on. Like you would hear it just pouring for like minutes on end, and then silence, and then pouring again. And like I'll be honest, I've been forgetting to take the trash out, and we've had like 4 bags of trash next to the door. And I was like, I meant to do it that night, but it started raining, and so I waited. I was like, I'm just gonna wait till it stops. I'm gonna run out,
Yep.
dump it, run back in. It stopped for like 10 seconds, which made like I was halfway to the dumpster at that point, and so I just got drenched the rest of the way.
I was outside reading. Edgy was outside as well. I was reading a book. It was nice. It was kind of breezy. All of a sudden, I heard the rain coming. I felt a couple of drops, and then all of a sudden, it was a downpour.
Yeah.
I mean, hardly made it to the door before it just started pouring rain. But there wasn't any thunder with that one. But later on, we had some really sharp lightning strikes. Do have a caller.
Okay.
I do believe it's Henry. Good morning, Henry.
Not Henry.
Oh, it's not Henry.
Goodness.
I never do that. Betty, I never ever do that. But I
true.
said, well, I'm going to say it this time. And
It's
I was
always,
wrong.
It's always when you first.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Well, how are you?
I'm hanging in.
Good.
You know why we had all of that fireworks in the sky last night, don't you?
Because it was the first day of July.
Well, because today is Mr. Older Than Dirt's birthday.
Oh, my
Bill
gosh.
Crawley.
Yes. All
and
right.
it had to be brought in fine fashion.
I love it. I love it. So Bill Crawley has a birthday today. That's great.
And we're not saying how old he is because when he was born, they didn't even have numbers to count with.
I think you're going to hear from him this morning.
I don't know.
Well, that's
he might
great.
still be getting beauty rest. Who knows?
Who knows? But I do know that he listens some to the Call Flow show, so that's good. But anyway,
Okey-doke.
thanks for
Well,
letting us know that.
Happy birthday, Willie.
Take care. All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right. William Crawley.
Yeah.
Bill Crawley has a birthday
I hear a lot
today.
about this guy's name,
Yeah.
but I don't really know what
Oh, he's a nice guy.
is related to Green from.
No,
Okay.
not that Crawley.
Okay.
No, it's a different Crawley.
I
Different
took a
family.
guess. Took a
different
guess.
family line.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. We're going to get to
The recipe of the week.
recipe of the week.
Yes, indeed.
And this is Meet Heaven on Earth cake.
Okay.
This is going to be great for your 4th of July celebration. It's a no-bake dessert you'll want to make all summer long. Okay?
I'm listening.
All right. The prep time is 15 minutes. The chill time is 8 hours. And the total time is 8 hours and 15 minutes. So, what should we do?
Maybe just pick it up, but don't. We can finish
Oh,
the
yeah.
recipe.
Just
hold the.
we'll just finish the recipe. But we'll do that because we do have another call. But I'm not going to say it's Henry.
It's probably Henry. Though.
All right. The ingredients for this Meet Heaven on Earth cake are as follows. 1 14-ounce purchased angel food cake cut into 1-inch pieces.
It says purchase, so I'm assuming you can't get it from somebody else or maybe steal it from a grocery store. Right?
Well, it's just pre-made. Let's
okay,
just put
gotcha,
it that way.
gotcha,
Pre-made. All right.
I don't know.
One could be frozen in your
terminology.
freezer. I don't know.
Sure.
Anyway, let's see. 1 21-ounce can of cherry pie filling divided. Okay. 1 3.4-ounce package of vanilla instant pudding mix and pie filling, such as Jell-O, of course. That's vanilla. And 1.5 cups of whole milk, or if you want it really rich, you can do half and half. 1 cup of sour cream, 1 8-ounce container of frozen whipped topping, thawed, and sliced almonds, optional. Okay. Step 1, you gather all the ingredients. All right, you place half of the angel food cake pieces in the bottom of a deep 8 by 8 inch or 9 by 9 inch baking dish in an even layer. Okay? Then you spread 1 cup of the cherry pie filling over the top of the cake. You top with remaining cake pieces in an even layer. Whisk together the vanilla pudding mix, the whole milk, sour cream in a large bowl until slightly thickened and smooth, about a minute. You pour the pudding, my mouth is watering, by the way. You pour the pudding mix over the top of the cake and spread evenly. And then you spread the thawed whipped topping over the pudding layer. Dop with the remaining 1 cup of cherry pie filling. Using a toothpick or a spoon, swoop and swirl the pie filling into the whipped topping. And you refrigerate uncovered for at least 8 hours or up to 12 hours, and then garnish with the sliced almonds.
Wow. That is quite sugary sounding.
It sounds quite delicious to me.
Yes, it does. Yes.
Anyway, we will post this particular recipe. It's Meat Heaven on Earth cake. And with maybe with red, white, and blue, you could put in some blueberries as well.
Really
Mix
go
in
all
the cherries
patriotic.
and the blueberries.
Yeah.
I think cherries and blueberries go all right together, don't you?
I'm a fan of cherries. I'm a fan of blueberries. I think they would be fine together.
Yeah, that where you'd have the red, white, and blue. Anyway, we'll post that to our website so that everybody can take a look at it and perhaps make it, because it sounds very
It does
easy.
sound good and quick.
Let's see if we still have a caller waiting. Good morning. You're on the Call Flow Show.
Good morning, folks.
All right. Hello, Henry. How are you? Thanks for waiting.
Fine. You were talking about blueberries.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to some blueberries one day and telling some little jokes, and they were no longer blue.
What were they? They were happy.
I don't know. Yeah, they were happy. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Before I go any further, I want to say how much I enjoyed talking with Charles Frazier and the Virginia cut-ups
Oh, really?
with Alvin Breeden. Of course, Alvin's been dead a number of years, but Charles Frazier played bluegrass music for over 40 years with his own little band on the East Coast, and lives up around Earlysville. I enjoyed talking with him yesterday, and I've got several special pieces of mail, too, that always great to hear from dear friends Noel Mullins and his wife, members there at Heritage Baptist Church. And I have a request. I have a story I want to tell, but first I want to make sure that Jewel Lee Duncan Harris over near Dillman, I want to make sure that she hears it. So I'm hoping somebody will, I'll give my phone number in a little bit, but I'd like someone to make sure that Julie will be listening when I do that little story, which involves her and her family. And so if somebody would let her know in case she's not listening. I had a most encouraging note yesterday from John and Donna Van Cleve.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're the basic owners of WFLO. And it was so encouraging, and it just did my heart good. And Donna, thank you so much for your encouragement. And I just appreciate you and what you do, you and John.
Oh, yes.
You've been long-time friends. But anyway, did you know or even suspect that drilling for water should be well done?
Ah, that was well done, Henry. That was well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
My stomach must be angry. It keeps growling at me. Yeah. Did you hear about the hot-tempered midget?
No.
He had a short fuse.
Okay.
Yeah, he turned to the left, but that wasn't right.
Oh man.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh man.
Yeah, he got fed up with the track meet because it was not well done.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was a good one.
yeah. The nun had a dirty habit, so she sent it to the laundry. Oh well.
Okay.
I have a friend that went to court, and actually his opponent was a goat, a billy goat in court, and this goat gave a great rebuttal. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And the poor guy was so tired because he had just come from Wheeling, West Virginia.
Yeah, I've heard that one before. That's good.
Yeah, that's also true. You got to be strong to wheel West Virginia.
That's right.
Yeah. The poor football quarterback threw up the field. Ooh.
Yuck. That's a
And
dirty
at the
joke.
At the Kentucky Derby, he yelled, "Look at that horse fly." Now, that's ridiculous. He ought to have been watching the horse and not the fly.
All right.
All right.
All right.
I have a serious little note that God will remind you of his promise. And when he puts you on a dangerous walk, he reminds you of his presence.
Mm-hmm.
And God made a promise to me, and I was praying about it and when he was going to do it. As I finished praying, there was a thunderstorm. And I looked out the back window at home. About 10 feet from my window was the end of a rainbow.
Wow.
It touched the ground about 10 feet from our back window.
Mm.
And I've had that happen on 2 occasions. One occasion I ran through it with my car, through the end of the rainbow. This particular event happened March the 7th, 2022. So when you are asking for the right reason for help in a situation, he is listening.
He certainly is.
So we need to remember that.
Absolutely.
Now, I promised you a number, and I hope somebody will write this down, and maybe you can help me get in touch with Julie Harris. 414-0096. And if you could get her to call that number, I'd appreciate it. I want to share a little story I've never told before, but it involves her family and influence on me.
All right.
She was a classmate. We went through the 12th grade together. And anyway, I want to share this, but I'd like her to know about it. So,
Okay.
Thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
God bless.
All right.
I
God bless you too.
I hope to talk to you tomorrow.
All right, dear. Take care.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. That was Henry.
The
The one and only. Yes. Yeah. All right. Our time is 8:52. Lines again are open at 434-394-0924.
Chris, how was your weekend? We haven't even discussed. Did you have a good weekend?
Let's see.
Okay weekend?
Oh, Saturday I went to the movies and saw F1,
How was that?
Formula One, with Brad Pitt, and it was phenomenal. It was a little bit longer than the normal movie, but you were on the edge of your seat the whole time. And when they say it was sort of like Top Gun Maverick, only on the track, that they're right.
Wow.
It was the soundtrack, the music, was fabulous, absolutely fabulous. I enjoyed every single minute of it, but especially what they do with those Formula One cars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're built in pieces, and if something goes wrong, if there's a wreck or an incident on the tracks, they can come back into the pits and put that part back on the car
And slap
in
a
a
new
matter of
piece.
seconds.
Wow.
It was amazing, and there was a little love story with it and everything. But Brad Pitt was fantastic.
Sounds like a packed film. Sounds like a lot of different things going on there.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, it was, and of course he'd been a Formula One driver years back when he was younger and had a crash and it messed him up pretty badly. But he was back into racing, and the only thing that he wanted to do was to get into that driver's seat. It didn't matter what he was driving.
Yeah.
As long as he had the need for speed.
Yes,
let's put it that way.
That's what they call it.
But it was, if you have a chance to see it, go see it. Formula One. It's called F1.
Okay.
And it's at the
Sunchase.
Sunchase
Cinema
Cinema 8.
8. Okay.
It's really great. I came out exhausted.
Might have to check that out. Are
But
you going to be
It
at the...
all ends well.
I'm so sorry.
Then I went to my brother-in-law. He had a barbecue, family barbecue on Sunday in Powhatan, so that was nice. He's fixed up his yard and looks really, really nice, but it was hot as blue blazes, so we pretty much stayed inside.
Yeah.
But it was great. It's great fun.
Very nice, very nice. Well, you speaking of barbecues and 4th of July coming up, are you going to be at the town of Farmville fireworks after dark?
I am seriously thinking about it.
You should.
I'm seriously
wanna miss
thinking
it.
about it. I really am. So, yeah.
WFLO has a special treat.
Oh, really?
We have something planned up our sleeves. I can't really say too much about it. It's very top secret. Just
Top secret stuff.
a very how do I say this? A famous figure in American politics will be there in person. So I can't say any more. I've said too much, Chris.
Oh, well, I've got.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to be there. Everything starts up at what, 5 o'clock?
I think it's 6. It
6
might-
o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay, 6 o'clock's better.
Maybe if you have a booth, you get there at 5 and start setting up. I don't know. I think they're going to close the street off at like 3 or something.
Get everything ready. So where is the WFLO have a booth?
I don't think we're going to have a booth, but again, like I said, just a very famous, a person that everybody, I think, looks up to some extent. At least I know I have in my own life.
Okay.
So he's going to be there. He's going to be saying hi to people. It's going to be great, good times. So just looking forward to that.
You have piqued my curiosity. Yes.
That's exactly what I wanted to do.
Okay,
so
but he's going to be there for everybody, right?
he's going to be there for everybody. He's just
Yeah.
going to be walking around. It's
Yeah.
like a regular guy.
A regular old guy,
Mm-hmm.
huh? Okay, I'm going to have to twist your arm, like
Yep. Oh, yep. You'll know. I'll tell you
find out.
beforehand.
Oh, good. That way I'll know. I'll know how to dress.
Yeah. John, okay.
That was supposed to be a joke.
Yes, indeed. I want to ask you this, Chris.
Right.
So John, the other day on Call Flow, asked me if I had any, what was the worst date I've ever had?
The worst date?
Yeah, worst date I've ever had. And I thought that was a great question, but I think coming from you, like Chris Wood, I mean, you've had, I'm sure, like back in the day, had some interesting dates and a lot of different situations. Do you have a worst?
I had a baby brother.
Yeah.
My baby brother is now, 9 years younger than I am. But anyway, and my younger brother, that's 2 years younger, they would love, if when I had a date come to the door to pick me up, they would say, and I wasn't quite ready.
Yeah.
They'd answer the door and they'd holler up the stairs and say, "Chris, here's your next victim."
Oh, I remember that. You told me this before.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
is pretty bad.
That was pretty bad.
But like
Worst date.
yeah.
Oh.
Like, did somebody I don't know, like spill pop? Like, was a guy that you went on a date with really messy and like spilled soda on himself, and you were like, "This is
Well, there were
terrible."
some dates that I really can't talk about.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Because they ended up getting smacked.
Oh, wow. Okay, sure. I think I know where
shoved
you're going.
away or this type of thing. But
That's when you pull out the cartoon baseball bat and start.
yeah, well, one of my first dates, and I do remember this well. It wasn't a horrible date. In fact, I hardly ever remember the date because I couldn't take my eyes off of his ears.
This is what I'm looking for.
And his name was Kermit Huckabee.
No, it was not.
It was.
No.
His name
Kermit
was
Huckabee?
Kermit Huckabee.
That sounds like a made-up name. That sounds like a made-up name for a guy who has big ears.
His name was Kermit Huckabee, and he had the biggest ears. I swear, if you started flapping him, he'd fly away.
Chris. Wow. And what did you do? Did you?
I just kept staring at his ears all night. That was the one and only date I had with Kermit Huckabee.
Wow.
But I do
Did
remember
he try
him.
calling you back?
I don't remember.
Oh, man.
It's
too funny.
It's long ago. but
Kermit
yeah,
Huckabee.
Kermit Huckabee.
What a name.
I know.
What a name.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. I can't remember whether it was a blind date or what, but he blinded me with those ears.
Yeah.
I mean, it was, I couldn't even tell you what color his eyes were. And I'm an eye person.
I wonder, because they say ears is like one of the only body parts that keep growing when you age.
Well,
so what does Kermit
I
Huckabee
don't
look like
know.
now?
He probably flew off into the
Yeah.
wild blue yonder.
Yeah, he's probably got like a whole condo, and like half of the room is for his ear. Like, man.
Oh, don't get me started.
Yeah,
Your
wow.
mites might have a really good time in his ears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, oh man.
Yeah.
That's
It was
crazy,
pretty bad.
Chris.
It was,
Yeah.
pretty bad.
Do you remember where you went?
I guess we went to the
To
movies or
movies?
something like that.
Pretty
yeah.
classic spot.
I couldn't see a whole lot for his ears. Movie screen. I know I'm exaggerating, but
No.
it was-
I believe it, Chris.
quickly, your worst date?
Oh, I already told it on.
Oh, you did.
I don't think
Okay.
people want to hear it again.
They don't
But
wanna
it
hear it
was a
again?
blind date. It wasn't. I was told that it was a group of friends of like mine and this other ladies, like, had the similar friend group, and she was like, "Yeah, we're all gonna be hanging out." And I get there, and it's a double date, and I'm like, no. And the worst part is, I don't think I mentioned this yesterday, but she was like, "Yeah, we're all at the McDonald's," and so I met. McDonald's is probably the worst place to ever have a date at. I feel like, I don't know, like a double date.
Yeah.
It's so it's a depressing environment. And anyways, so that's my worst date. It was long. It was.
Well, I didn't hear the call flow show because I was playing tennis.
Oh,
early,
gotcha.
So
yeah.
I didn't hear that one
and
yesterday.
you got a little. You got into a little scrape.
No, I just was going backwards for a ball.
Yeah.
And I
Dedicated
fell.
to the sport.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
of course, yeah. But I knew
absolutely.
I was going to fall, so I braced myself.
Yeah.
So
It's the best thing you
I was
can
a little
do.
sore yesterday, but I'm okay today.
Good to hear. Good to hear. All
All
right.
right,
Chris.
everybody have a fantastic Wednesday, and thank goodness for the rain. We did need it, and everybody just listen in tomorrow. All right, take care.
Bye.